15 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week. A lot of those people listen on one of our 600 plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, go to RamseySolutions.com/show.
Alrighty, after show beginning, Ramsey show ended, get rid of that. Alright, I'll put my links in the chat and we will get going here. Hope everybody's having a lovely day today. It's Friday, June 24th, 2022. It's an 88 degrees at 5 p.m. in the Columbus OH. Alright, got all the links in today before anybody typed anything. Which is good and bad. Like to see people in early. Although it's fun to have all the links in a row. Alrighty, let's just check, make sure everything's right. This is episode 307, 6/24/2022. Alright, everything's spelled correctly, so we're doing well so far today. Alright, little water. Gonna try a new song. The bridge might not work so well on this because I'm not as familiar on the bridge as the rest of the song, but I'll give it a shot. You guys know what day it is? From the year of our Lord, 1992. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you, it's a Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start, it's a Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait, and Sunday always comes too late, but Friday never hesitate. I don't care if Monday's black, but Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Thursday, never looking back, it's a Friday, I'm in love. Monday you can hold your head, a Tuesday, Wednesday stay in bed, a Thursday watch the walls instead, it's a Friday, I'm in love. A Saturday wait, Sunday always comes too late, but Friday never hesitate. Whoops, listen to your shoes. Spirit right, throwing out your crown. There you go. Hanging round and round. Always take a big bite. It's such a gorgeous sight to see you be in the middle of the. I don't know how this good part goes. Friday, I'm in love. And I don't care if Monday's blue, but Tuesday's gray and Wednesday too. A Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. A Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. It's a Friday, I'm in love. Again, from 1992, that is The Cure, Friday I'm in Love, actually me singing it. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you pay off all your debt. Step mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby, step three is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I host this after show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Now step four is when you can take a breath. Go, let's gazelle and invest. Step five is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name's Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, then you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, brought to you by D.H. Schumann. Thank you so much, D.H. Hey, we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultations assessment. Calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. Links at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better like D.H. Schumann did, you can use the URL paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty. Minimize that. Move that this way. Slide that over here. All right. And let's see, what do we have here? Brand new. Oh, no, not a brand new one. It was a replay Ramsey show. I guess we had a day of Dave-cation yesterday, as we had 2 other hosts, but it was a new show. But today, Dave-cation, I believe everybody was out at the lake house or some kind of cabin or something like that, according to someone that follows some of their social media, Adam on the ground. And you can find out that information as well. Alrighty, and so today's co-hosts on that replay were, or today's hosts rather, were Dave Ramsey in the big chair, and in the co-host chair, friend of the Aftershow, author of Redefining Anxiety, author of Own Your Past, Change Your Future, author of Questions for Humans card set, host of his show with his name on it. Oh, we call him Dr. T, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me, plus he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always puts it out, has the craft of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. Ooh, it takes a column, twirls his pen, and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you go and there's this John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the class of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Water break time built into the song. Always appreciate that. Set a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick revive. John Deloney, wealth and illness has to face, they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. All right. Okay. No more singing. I can take these off. That makes it cooler. And let's see, we have a market report. Very nice today. The market being up here. Let's go back to the stock indices, or the indexes. You can use either one. And the most up, of course, the NASDAQ, 3.34%. S&P was lagging behind, but did jump over 3% there right at the last second with that little right in the last couple minutes. It jumped over 3%, 3.16%. Russell Small Cap Index and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the total market index, and that took a nice little bump right at the end as well to finish at 2.68%. Oh, do we have something on that? Let's see. Stocks jumped to close out second best week of 2022. S&P 500 gains 3.1%. Dow adds 800 points. And nothing really changed today that I could find except for FedEx had apparently good earnings report and a good forecast. And so that went up quite a bit. Is that down here? Yeah. Zendesk as well. Don't know exactly what they do. CarMax, heard of those. Shares advanced. Used vehicle retailer posted first quarter results that topped expectations. Okay. So all that combined may have added to the uptick. Let's go back to the main page. And so next week we have Nike, General Mills, Paychex reporting, and Walgreens also the same. Yeah, the same week, because that's Monday. So yeah, Walgreens, Constellation Brands, and Micron also reporting next week. The most followed single stocks on the Google, and it looks like they took out the Google Class A again, and so it's just the Google Class C on this, I believe. Let's verify that. No, it's a Class A. I thought it was the Class C that they normally had on here, but this is the Class A. We talked about the differences between that. Let's check do I not have it? I do have it on here. No, I don't. Didn't make a shortcut on here. S&P after hours, there it is. And there we go. That's all the after hours trading. Come on. There we go. So an additional 3.03% for the S&P and 3.37% additional for the NASDAQ and 3.63% or 2.63% for the Dow Jones. So looking very good. See if that holds through Monday morning. Let's see. After hours, most active. Anybody we heard of? Discover, Hewlett Packard, Assurant, Capital One, the financials. Oh yeah, I read something also about the financials, banks and such, passing the Fed's stress test. I don't know exactly if it's an actual test like that they administer, like as far as the bank has to meet certain requirements, or it's just like they were just saying an in general thing like about the Fed after they raised interest rates again, and the banks are still fine, I guess. Let's see, most down, Duke Energy, Cardinal Health, Molson Coors Beverage Company, whose stock ticker is TAP. That's fun. Anybody else? Stanley Black & Decker is the same company now. All right. Guess they merged. All right. So let's see what else we have here to talk about. Did we talk about? Gotta go back. Oh, I already did that one. Yeah, okay. So the most up today, is it out? Nope, it is Meta Platforms that had been going down. The artist formerly known as Facebook, and that's 7.9% 0.19% today. Everything else, I mean, good. Lowest 2.45% is Apple. So I'm not going to complain about this at all. Not going to lie. I'm fine with it, honestly. Let's check the rest of the planet. We have Europe being all good. Asia being all good. How about that? And the euro up on the US dollar. US dollar up on the Japanese yen. The British pound love being up on the US dollar. The Canadian dollar up on the US dollar. Sorry. And the Australian dollar mite up on the US dollar. And that's also, I've been talking about this for a while now, that it seems that when the market has a good day, that the dollar, the currency, is usually down to the rest of the world. So, and that's the case except for, oh no, it's down for the euro too. Did that just change? Wasn't the euro down too? I mean, it's barely, so probably. So this would be another, yeah, this must be just too close, because wasn't the yen up against the dollar as well? But the US dollar now up against that. All right. Let's see. Any Patriots in the Ramsey chat? Was about all day. Oh, Bitcoin rising, and I mean it's 1.6%, but after this, boop 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 doo, 57% down in the last 6 months. And 38.13% in the last year. Beep, beep, boo, doo. I guess he can get excited about a 1%, I guess. And I'm going to guess he holds some of the Bitcoin. That would just be a guess, though. I don't know that for sure. All right, we did that one. Do all the X's. And speaking of the Bitcoin, this is from CNBC in the tech department. $100 million worth of crypto has been stolen in another major hack. And yeah, it's kind of stuff that happens. We're going to have a currency that you can't track and you can't regulate. Hackers have stolen $100 million in cryptocurrency from Horizon, a so-called blockchain bridge developed by crypto startup Harmony. And bridges allow users to transfer tokens from one blockchain to another. They've become a prime target for hackers due to vulnerabilities in their underlying code. Come on. It follows a series of similar attacks on blockchain bridges, including the $600 million Ronin network heist and the $320 million stolen from Wormhole. Probably that's all we need from that. They're trying to tweet now. This is the address of the people that did it. Get them. Since the current narrative du jour is bridges and bridge hacks, I want to do some digging on the Harmony Bridge on Ethereum, which secures threatened. Alright, guess this person has more info on that. What else we got? This is from USA Today. The average American has 141,542 in a 401k account. How does your balance compare? And it doesn't really matter. A lot of people ask about stuff like that. A lot of people ask, how much should I have in my emergency fund? And that's not how it works. It's 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So that's going to depend on what you buy and the cost of living in your area, etc., whether you have a mortgage payment or not, that kind of thing. All that matters. So it really doesn't matter what the other person does. And this, it matters how long you've been investing in your 401k account. Obviously, if you just started a couple years ago, you're not going to have that much. Look, guys, this is what you have. Is that what a good thing for that last part of that video? Let's see. And this page, for some reason, is not zoomed in, so you can read it easier. How does your balance stack up? Should you be happy with your retirement savings balance? You know, again, it depends on everybody else. I mean, it depends on what the situation is. Again, it depends on what your situation is, how long you've been investing, etc., etc. And so they have had articles like this before, where you would it would show you how much you should have in it in order to, like, to get to $1 million or to get to a certain number, or what the average blank year old person has, which is much better, as far as much more relevant. I thought I fixed this. Did I not fix it? There's the ad block. Let's allow just this page, not the whole Fox Business website. We don't want to do that. We have an IRS tax return backlog swells to 21 million as Americans await refunds. As IRS wades through backlog of returns, millions of taxpayers waiting refunds. All right, and that's just the case. So that's the way it goes. And they've been backlogged for a while. I think they were even backlogged from before the start of the pandemic even. And then I don't think they were letting them work from home. I don't think. So that, I don't know that for sure though. But that would be at least one reason. The market's up. Was up after they announced it and continues to go up in the after, so I don't think so. I don't think market cares. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think this will be the first week that's been a net positive in a couple weeks. But yeah, I read different articles. Some people think that will be a major factor in the midterms. Some people think that the economy is going to far outweigh the Roe v. Wade stuff. This from eatthis.com. Chick-fil-A just unveiled a solution to its ongoing drive-thru issues. The new technology will cut down on wait times. Oh, I think we had a story about this before. It is robot delivery, I think. Let's see. Drive-through express lanes have been put to use at 60 restaurants. These lanes are dedicated to picking up orders placed ahead of time through the chain's app, which should reduce the pressure on regular drive-through lanes. And the problem, I guess, would be if somebody that didn't do that tries to go through that lane. Even if they make it clear with signage that you would have had to order through the app in order to pick your food up here. So let's see. Test locations. Customers to choose a Chick-fil-A location on the map in the app and select Drive-Thru Express and then order. When they arrive at the location, they can simply pull up to the express lane, use the app, or scan a QR code and pick up their order from an employee. We see this as a way to serve customers more effectively and give them more control over their experience. Lengthiest part of our drive-through ordering process is the brief wait to get your order taken. The express lane cuts down ordering and payment time significantly, granting customers access to greater speed, ease, and convenience when they want it most. And you see this in their current drive-through lanes, at least all the ones here in Columbus, where where they will have people, even in the dead of winter with a bunch of snow on the ground, they will have people out in the drive-through lanes with a tablet taking your order, just walking between the cars, and just so they can do it faster, so you don't have to wait to get up to the box. And so they're definitely trying to get all those orders in as fast as they can, which of course means more money for them. This is from skinnytaste.com. I saw a 7-day healthy meal plan. I was just curious, so I thought other people might be too. The post might contain affiliate links. Shocker. Let's see what they said to do. Does it have a Monday? I don't care about you. It's Friday. I mean, okay, so we got Monday's a classic. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Classic egg salad, mayo-less tuna pasta salad, and chickpea Milanese. I don't know what that is. Tuesday, you got your leftover egg salad for breakfast, and it sometimes adds extra things like a whole grain bread with 1 cup strawberries for the breakfast. It could have other things, but I'm just going to say the main courses. Leftover mayo-less tuna pasta salad. Dinner's ground turkey taco lettuce wraps with 2 tablespoons shredded cheddar. And best guacamole with 12, count them 12, just 12 tortilla chips. And that's 1,117 calories. Wednesday is classic, leftover classic egg salad, chickpea avocado salad, crockpot honey sesame chicken with roasted broccoli with smashed garlic, and 3/4 cup of brown rice. And that's 1,173 calories. Thursday is protein, peanut butter and jelly smoothie bowl. Interesting. Turkey club and 8 baby carrots. Just 8. Let's see. Leftover crockpot honey sesame chicken with 3/4 cup brown rice. And leftover roasted broccoli with smashed garlic. Friday is the protein peanut butter and jelly smoothie bowl again. Turkey club for lunch. Dinner is grilled shrimp panzanella skewers with lemon parsley potato foil packets. Okay, and that's 976 calories. 8 strawberry scones with 1 cup of cantaloupe is Saturday breakfast. Healthy baked chicken nuggets with white bean caprese salad for lunch and dinner out. Check that out. Total calories 584, not including the dinner out, I'm sure. Sunday, leftover strawberry scones with 1 cup cantaloupe, buffalo shrimp, lettuce wraps for lunch, Peruvian inspired grilled chicken skewers with avocado aji verde. All right, sauce with 1 corn on the cob and black bean avocado, cucumber and tomato salad. That might be yummy. So this is just a guide. Women should aim for around 1,500 calories per day is what they're saying. So interesting. Date says, yeah, they do a good job on the drive-through over to the Chick-fil-A, indeed, and very yummy stuff there. Let's see, what's the comment on today's Ramsey show? Why is there a replay? Is this a rerun? Yes, it was a replay, and again, the reason would be, I guess they had a staff outing. According to the information told by another person that reads the Instagram or whatever. Let's see. Anybody else motivated by recession? Why wouldn't you be? Any kind of problem, you know, make your life better, and following the baby steps will make your life better. Significant bit 50 550. Anyone else motivated by recession? Baby step 3, flare. Anyone else super motivated to pay off debt and get their emergency account in order to survive this recession we are going to? The fear of a recession like 2008 keeps me in line since that time was so scary. And again, the recession means just the gross domestic product is down 2 quarters in a row. Which as soon as they release the next numbers, which I think is July 1st, maybe they might not have the information immediately there, but Dave has said we're already in one, but just, know what it means before you're going to be all upset about it. But yeah, that's a good, you want people motivation. Sure, outside factors, and the outside factors, the better shape you are in financially, the less the outside factors matter. Hiring a Dave Ramsey financial coach. This posted by Moses D. Black. Let's see, I need some help on personal finance. I'm looking to hire a Ramsey financial coach. Is there a place to see which coaches are recommended? Yeah, you can go to their website, and they do have financial coaches that do work in-house, but most of us are free agents or independent agents. We just got the training from Ramsey Solutions, but we don't work for them. And so, yeah, you can get those on their website. All right, effective ad 2290, the paying back of personal loan. So we just finished baby step 2. No, you didn't. If you still have a personal loan out, we paid off about $45,000 in 9 months. That's excellent. A lot of overtime was done. Excellent. $9,000 of that was a loan to my parents to pay back. I've been out of college for about 8 years, approximately. Is that tilde? Means approximately. We paid off my student loan in April. My parents took out a Parent Plus loan for my schooling. I wanted to pay that off as well. I didn't have the total of the loan, but I knew there was a little less than $9,000 left on it. I gave my parents a check, and they were upset about it. Oh, interesting. I was going to give this person crap for calling his debt done. But cool. I don't know if they were offended or just didn't want me to pay them back. My mom ripped up the check, but my dad said if I felt extremely strongly about it, I could write him another one. Uh-oh. Alright. So that means that if you could write it just to him, that means he and mom are not on the same page, so that could be some problems. But let's see, should you write them another one? The money is there and was allocated for that purpose. Your name is on it too, so if you want to clear their name, you also have to be sure that, well, since your name is on it, it's a Parent Plus loan, you could just pay it off yourself. Your name is on that, so you could pay it off yourself. But you have to be sure that that's where the money is going to go to make sure that clears you and gets rid of all your debt. So don't want to make a strange situation where my parents feel like I'm throwing something in their face too late maybe. But I mean, you can just explain, THEIR by the way. Definitely don't want to create an issue between my mom and dad about it. That's the same as that one. But yeah, I mean, I would just talk to both of them about it together and see what you can come up with. But you may want to just first look in to see if you can pay it off, and then just say, hey, I paid this off already. And then if your mom or dad want to have feelings about it, you guys can just discuss it. But I would want to get that debt, since that debt is in your name, if your parents don't pay it, they will come after you for it. So you have your name on that, so you could pay that. DH feels like he's leaving out a big chunk of the story. Yeah, that could be. That could be. I mean, you know, I picked up on it right there. My mom ripped up the check, but my dad said if I felt extremely strong, I could write him another one so that he would have it and that he could do whatever. So let's see. Yeah, what was the conversation like before he wrote the check? And that was probably the problem, which is so much of a problem today. I said that several times in the Ramsey Show chat today, that communication, just talk about stuff, especially with your spouse. You try to protect yourself or you try to protect your spouse, but you're not really doing it. If there's an issue, it should be talked about. So probably him giving them the check was the first conversation about it. And so that was probably the wrong way to go about it. But, you know, I mean, we all make mistakes. But, yeah, I would just talk to them about it. But, yeah, that's cool. I was about to rip effective at 2290, a new one. But for saying he was just finishing baby step 2, and so you still haven't, because you still have that debt out that is in your name as well as theirs. Oh, we already did this one. Should I pick up a weekend job? And yes. And so let's see, DH, it seems unlikely that she's in such deep denial about money that she's knee-jerk rip up a check. He might have been high-handed about it. Yeah, heavy-handed. Yep. Could have been, who knows. All right. So that's all the stuff. What time? We got another 16 minutes to go to close to an hour. So let's go to reddit.com/ and I'm so glad I found this, because this is just more content. Dave-ish. And so, even though, I mean, I'm still going to say what the Dave advice is, what Ramsey Solutions trained financial coach would say about all this stuff, but it's going to probably lean to more Dave-ish stuff, but more of the stuff that I read is like just the kind of questions you would get on the other one. It's just perhaps they're just looking for more of a Dave-ish answer in case somebody has figured it out better than a guy that's been doing it for 30 years and has millions of documented success stories on there. So, DH says, think the BitK bottom was at 18K. We don't know. Yeah. Doesn't seem too interested in browling just yet. No, I think people are staying away finally. I think they're staying away. You're gonna have to see, and that's the problem with not having a long track record. You can't do like the market and go back and look at it and say, oh, okay, well in 5 years it'll be back up to its original high, and you don't have that track record in crypto. So maybe they're finally starting to be smart. But you know, and hopefully for all the people that have the crypto in their 401ks, supposedly, according to an article, the millennials have more cryptocurrency in their 401ks than stocks or mutual funds, and so they might be in trouble if it doesn't come back. All right, let's see. Millionaire Study. They do have a Millionaire Study. They have done that for a long time. It was the basis for the book Everyday Millionaires, and I'm sure they've continued. Every time they have a Millionaire Hour, they get more information from the people. They add that to the study, and so I'm sure that was the basis for Dave's new book, Baby Steps Millionaires. As well, and so they've been doing this for a while. Let's see, am I the only one curious about this Millionaire Study constantly referenced on the show? Supposedly it contains 10,000 responses, more than that now, and conveniently backs up all of Dave's points, right? And I mean, when people call, he asks them, and some people have inherited money, and that's one of the big things, is that most millionaires have not done that. It's a low percentage of people that have inherited any significant amount of money. So let's see, wouldn't all this information be confidential? No, because they don't have their names on it. So they don't have their names on that information. Like even when they call, it's just their first name. and city, but even that could be made up at the request of the caller. So the information is not confidential. And also, even if it was, they would have agreed to let it be used by Ramsey Solutions. Dave's company's not stupid. They would get all the clearance for that ahead of time. So let's see. So wouldn't that mean all these millionaires are self-reporting all these financial details today? Yeah, they probably don't have to. They probably don't submit W-2 forms and all the paperwork and stuff. So he just believes them. Yeah. And the type of people that would take the time to do so, aren't they more likely to be Dave fans? That could be it as well. That could be a little bit of it, but that's not going to change the overwhelming percentage. Like, for example, in the one case that a lot of people think all these millionaires inherited their money. And is the study even available? Yes, it is. You can buy it. Is it right from that page, right where he said? Web page looks impressive, but I'm not sure it answers any of my above. You can buy that. I think it's $5 or $10. It's the white paper with all this research on there, so you can do that. And there's 18 comments. Probably going to stay out of the comments more here on the Dave-ish subreddit. Oh, the Dave Ramsey subreddit and the Dave-ish subreddit, both by fans, just by not done by Ramsey Solutions. Ramsey Solutions has a group which could be just as Dave-ish sometimes, but Ramsey Solutions runs it. It's called Ramsey Baby Steps Community on Facebook, and there are many different Ramsey groups on the Facebook. So, but the only one run by Ramsey Solutions is the Ramsey Baby Steps Community. All right, build equity or renovate. Let's say my wife and I bought a duplex that we live in. We live in the downstairs unit that hasn't been touched in years, and the upstairs doesn't need any work for the time being. We're debating on if we should focus on paying down more equity or spending the money on making some basic improvements in, I assume, our unit. We're painting bedrooms, but what really needs to be done. A lot of kids like to leave that out in this area of the country and the state up north, and a lot in Ohio as well. Unfortunately, they don't put that to be in there. They just say really needs done. Anyway, is the bathroom and kitchen. Now, does it need to be done, or you just want it to be done? That's you hear a lot of times where it needs to be done, and then Dave says, "What's wrong with it?" And there's nothing wrong with it. Aside from that, some exterior upkeep and basement items. If you need any other info, let me know and I'll try to fill in. Unless it's some kind of emergency thing where the plumbing doesn't work or something like that. No, you pay it off first. So you build that equity then. It's not just to have the equity, it's to pay it off. Alrighty. Apprehensive Dare 406. Similar to Dave. I like Dave's principles and most of his... Oh, did I read this one? But hate the constant commercials and not a fan of Ken. There's not... Well, if you're doing the Q&A podcast... I mean, is that... You're talking about the radio show that's cut up into the podcast? There's not... That mean, if you're listening to the audio, you're going to get more commercials. If you listen to live audio... Because that's a radio program, and they have to fill that radio content time with programming, even on the even on the website or the Ramsey Network app, where you can listen to that live, and they fill that radio time with Ramsey Solutions ad for their products and for their personalities and such, and for all their products and their books, etc., etc. But if you watch hopefully maybe somebody told them to watch the YouTube video, because then you get a 30-second commercial every time instead of maybe a minute at most. But I hate the constant commercial. I'm not a big fan of Ken, okay? Tried Clark Howard's podcast, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. Is there another podcast similar to Dave without the commercials and Ken? No, not really. There's other podcasts, there's other money people, but they are not anti-debt leverage. So it's not going to be good, and it's definitely not going to be somebody that has millions of documented success stories like Dave does. All documented, so you can say whatever else you want, but nothing trumps that. I don't think there's anything that any other money guy can say that trumps the fact that Dave has millions of documented success stories and they do not. Likely not even tracking them at all. Let's see. So the show is changing for the better, I think. Somebody put that exact thing in the, without the hyphen though, in the Ramsey show chat. Did I not separate by new? I did go by new. Oh. That can't be right, can it? You mean they don't have... Oh, that's not fun. This doesn't get that much traction then, I guess. Oh well, we'll do this one more. And I'll come back when I need to here. Alright, the show is changing for the better, I think. Or did I do this there? Let's see. According to Dave's principles still are there, but I'm noticing, at least with the YouTube content, Dave has finally realized the show has to evolve. Everybody thinks they know how the show should be run. A lot of more videos with Rachel, different topics. I don't think there's any more than there were before. I mean, she does her show. Different topics. There was even her talking about some reality show she watched one day. There's still core videos with just Dave. It is clear that things are gradually... They've been pivoting away from Dave's core ideals. They're gradually changing without pivoting away. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you got different people on there now. You have all the other personalities. So, and they bring their stuff to it, but they're not going to give different advice than Dave would. They may have minor disagreements, which does happen, especially with Rachel and Dave. And when he starts kicking somebody in the butt, verbally, Rachel smiles through it, and tries to chill him out a little bit about that sometimes, and tries to get him to think about it from the other person's perspective and stuff like that. And so Rachel will get old one day, and then she'll be the same way, I think. Maybe we'll see how that works. Okay, so this weekend I will be doing a tech support with Coach Steve Money episode at some point, and I'll also be playing more video games. I have probably maybe another 2 or 3 more Uncharted 4 or Thief's Ends videos to do before I will finish that particular game, and I'll go on to the next game. Also still have 2 other games that I have not finished yet, that I've taken a break from, and so maybe I'll get back to those. And Curse of Oak Island, of course, on hiatus until October or November. AJ says keep the beard. What do you guys think? What do you guys think on keeping the beard? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't always look the greatest, especially in the early days. And this is basically the color that's going to be. So, I don't know. I'm still deciding. I might do it. I might shave it this weekend. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. All right, my plugs are at the top of the chat and in the video description below, and on the right side of my YouTube banner here. Make sure your stream is all good still. Yep. and I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can schedule a free appointment with me by clicking financial coaching, and that'll give you a calendar, and you can pick whatever day you want to. My birthday is on a Sunday this year in August, and I will even meet with you on my birthday, but you better tell me happy birthday when we have that meeting. And it'll let you pick the time as well, and then Calendar will let me know when you want that appointment. I'll email you back to let you know what information I need in order to accurately financially assess you. PayPal is for donations. That's for paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. And you can do that just like DH Human did. Thank you so much, DH, again. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces, and you can email me about anything, and that's CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can email me about anything Ramsey Show related, anything financial coaching related, anything Oak Island related, anything about me doing the after show, anything about how I do this, video gaming. You can ask me about computer stuff. I've got 25 plus years as a PC tech, so I know what I'm talking about there too. And especially if you would like to sing any one of these songs that I've written the words for, they are music that's already been written. But especially the Baby Step song, I've been singing it for 9 months by myself. And so I'd love to hear somebody else sing it. So if you'd like to do that, you can pre-record it and email it to me, and I can just play the recording on the show, or you can do it live. We do have that technology. And you can do the Baby Step song, you can do Deloney song, you can do the Rachel Cruz song. I'd love to hear somebody else do that. Alrighty. So thank you, DH. He says, keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. And I'm trying my hardest to be a good boy always. Alrighty. Yep, everybody have a wonderful weekend. If it's hot out, I know it's hot where a lot of you guys are. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you get that, especially if you have a bald head, make sure you get that sunscreen on there. Like a SPF 1000 or something might be good. You can do that, and but definitely have a fun weekend. Even if you're working, go to work and have fun when you're there. At the best of your ability to do that. Alrighty, make smart financial decisions every day. Thanks, AJ.